As soon as I landed in Hong Kong, I was instantly intrigued by the culture and history that reigned the streets. Walking through the first street in front of my hotel, I felt as if I was in the middle of Times Square in New York City. Hundreds of people pushed and shoved. Cars honked incessantly. The neon lights hanging over every building reflected on all windows of the numerous shops. Traditional Chinese pharmacies, selling several products, populated the streets, and I just stood there, mesmerized by the fanatic character of the street. But as soon as I crossed over to the next parallel road, the scenery seemed to change right before my eyes. Suddenly, the flock of people was replaced by several designer names, and I was taken away from the noise, from the flashing lights, and from all the buzz. Some people come to these kind of streets to experience calm. Others go up to the peak to experience the entire city from the sky. On my first morning in Hong Kong, I decided to take the tram up to the peak. The Peak Tower provides the best view of Hong Kong. The tower includes restaurants, boutiques, and several facilities. But the best part of it all is when you finally reach the top. It's the fifth escalator we take to get up there. It seems unending. Finally at the top, I opened my eyes to one of the best panoramic views I've ever seen. I wasn't the only one who fell in love with the peak. In fact, it attracted a prominent population from as early as the 19th century due to its cool climate and breathtaking view over the city. In those years, the tram didn't exist to take the residents up to their homes. Instead, residents were carried up and down in sedan chairs, a sort of chair carried by two people by two horizontal poles. Going back to reality, I couldn't help but realize how tough it should have been for the people carrying the wealthy up the steep hills. All buildings looked like dominoes, slanted towers of Pisa, one after the other. And I felt really lucky to be living in the 21st century, able to travel up to one of the best locations I've ever seen.